YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Taco Tuesday, late video. Sorry about that. Had meetings all day, had a bunch of stuff, was up late, up early, trying to get version 2 of Crushed Bats out. Sorry about that, but I almost decided not to give you a video today, but I was like, nah, it's Taco Tuesday. I gotta come on here and help these kids, because if not, they're gonna be taking plays like Max Fried over 5.5 Ks, the most popular play in America today, and it was the most sweat-free under on the board. I took his earned runs over, Ks under. I'm pre-cashing it. I don't care. If he gets 5 more Ks in 2 innings, God bless him. You know what I'm saying, chat? God bless him. If you took 5.5 strikeouts over, you are not doing this correctly. You looked at the last 5. You saw 4 of 5 green. You didn't even analyze the matchups. You didn't look at Toronto. You would have known that they strike out the least of any team and even worse against left-handed pitchers. You would have known all that. But no, comment guy. All you do is this. I'm going to look at the last 5. If this is green, I'm taking over. That's my process. That ain't a process. Enter Captain Crush. I'm here to save the day, to help you with an analytics data-driven approach. That is how I approach all these slates. So smash that like button, hit subscribe. We do it for all the sports. And as you can see here, the proof is in the pudding. I was up at 6:23 a.m. telling people who were taking it over to not do it. I said, why would you do it? The Blue Jays strike out 17% against lefties in the last 30 days. They're dead last overall. Just don't take it. If anything, take Fried's over earned runs. I'm trying to preach the gospel in my court on these videos, wherever I can, wherever will have me. And soon, I'm going to be doing best ball drafts on TikTok, so make sure you're following over there because I'm doing live streams over there late at night. We're going to be doing best ball live streams for football as soon as I get version 2 of these freaking apps done. The hitter side, which by the way, I showed you Bobby Witt yesterday, and I showed you Andrew McCutchen. Bang, bang! Cash them both at 1.5. Hits, runs, RBIs. How do you like me now, comment guy? The hitter side of Crushed Bats will be done shortly. I know it was supposed to be done, man. I know it. I'm only one man. I'm a one-man army. Yesterday, I had a full sweep except for Jacob freaking Lopez and Kirby fantasy score. Lopez couldn't get, what did I tell you guys? He couldn't get 5 Ks. And then Kirby, he chalked his fantasy score, but he stayed under 18.5 outs and he stayed under 5.5 strikeouts. So +1 on Kirby, missed his fantasy. I'm sorry that the Royals are so poverty they couldn't put up a couple runs. So Uncle Kirby got the win and the quality start that put him over. I stand by the play. So today's Taco Tuesday, what do you got? Well, I'm going to introduce to you something you may not know, comment guy. It is called the Taco Method. Yes, sir. And if you're following Crushed Bats, you would have had Gassman under Ks today at 6.5. You would have had Fried under Ks today. You would have Paul Skenes at 4.5 over, which is the taco. And guess what? Comment guy, WNBA, they're going to give us Nafisa Collier, which is good. So introducing the taco method. This is going to blow your mind. If you get a taco sweep, right? You pair Collier with the taco for Skenes. If he hits, great. If Collier hits, great. Then the next taco, you would take Collier's points with that taco. If the taco sweeps, you're going to clean up 2.25x on all your tacos. You love to see it. So that is that. Now, what are we going to pair other than that, Mr. Paul Skenes? Well, let's go look at Crushed Bats real quick for Paul Skenes. This is version 1, by the way, and this is version 2. So version 2 is running on my local host. There are bugs on it right now like this. This says fewer than 5 start. This is wrong. This is not going to be popping up in the final thing. But you'll notice a few things that I added, right? You can see strikeouts per game. They strike out lower than the league average. The league average is now dynamic for left versus right. Okay, so if they strike out 8.4 against lefties or righties, it'll reflect that, okay? And I'm trying to color code these. I'm having a little bit of issues here, but you can see the batting average, they're average. The cards are average. Walk rate versus right-handed pitchers, average, 9.3. The matchup summaries here. They're harder to strike out, and they're an average walk rate against right-handed pitchers. Paul Skenes is a righty. If we look at the historical head-to-heads, he cooks them. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Good, yeah, right, let's go. I don't give a Brahma Bull's rear end about recent head-to-heads, buddy. I just don't. So, the line is at 6.5, and looky, Captain Crush has got a hooky. 61% to go over 6.5. We take off the Vegas boost, it's still at 62%, Papa, which means it's in harmony. Now, what's different with this version than the other version? Well, my friends, it is the weather. Now, I am showing the forecasted weather. Before, I had it run whenever you clicked it. Now, it's showing an hour before game time. You can see 73 degrees, 75%, 3 miles from This is the direction of the stadium. Every stadium is designed where the wind comes in from. This will affect batted balls, distance, strikeouts, etc. Guys, a lot of stuff going on underneath the hood. What you need to know is this. Under 4.5 hits allowed is 34% to go over, which means the under would be favored, as you can see. And then 6.5 Ks, 60%. But 4.5 goes all the way to 84%. His outs are also good. Now, everybody knows that Skenes had a rough start last game. 4 Ks, 12 outs. He got shelled. 9 before that, 5 that. You know, he's due a bounce back. I took the taco and I'm taking Skenes. So, this is Crushed Bats version 2. This will be color-coded. I have a bunch of other improvements coming. Like, even the way the model simulates now is a little bit different. You will notice the difference. If you look at this one, it's showing Skenes at 61. The other one is showing him at 45. Well, two things are different. One, the weather, and two, I made a little bit of tweaks, home and road splits, etc. So I got changes coming. I'm almost done with it. I'm praying to God that I can have it done within the next 48 hours. But version 1 is up and works just fine. You don't believe me? Ask Kevin Gassman over hits allowed. Max Fried over earned runs. So I want to look at Mr. Birdsong, which you can see right here. Diamondbacks are harder to strike out. They also draw more walks, and they're average at hitting against righties, okay? Now, they play, this is another problem that I'm having, right? Okay? They play in Arizona, in Phoenix. They're playing in there today, and it's super hot in Phoenix, dude. Sometimes it's like 100+ degrees, so they have a retractable roof, and as the programmer, I'm having to decide, well, how do I know if it's going to be open or closed? So I just made the decision, and I'm counting it as a dome, and I'm just going to assume it's going to be closed, or there's going to be no weather affecting it, which, as you can see here, I put it down, so now it's going to be like this. There's no weather conditions, and I'm still having bugs on this. Like, if I run Gassman and Fried, I was having issues with there because Toronto plays on a retractable roof. So do the Mariners. There's a couple other ones. The only one that's like a true dome off the top of my head is the Rangers Stadium. And I was having with the deGrom. So now nothing's going to play a part with this. But you could see here, the weather is a big factor. Look, this is version 1 right now. 104 degrees, 16-mile-an-hour wind, showing in Phoenix, Arizona, where they're going to play the game, etc. But that roof is most likely going to be closed. But the simulation is factoring in this weather. You can see here, it's showing his Ks, his earned runs, his hits allowed, his walks. Now, if we go where there's no weather factored in, because it's climate controlled, which is going to be at no wind, 75 degrees, it's climate controlled in there. No humidity really, because it's an air conditioning. This is what it changes to. All of a sudden, his strikeouts are yellow, fade, no under, and then his earned runs at 2.5, it's 58%. That's a big difference. Version 1, where I have the weather impacting it, which it shouldn't be because they're going to be playing in an enclosed space, versus no weather, climate controlled. So this is why it's so important for me to get version 2 out immediately, guys, because I promise you, it's changing the game. It's changing everything. So I actually like Hayden Birdsong under outs and over 1.5 to 2.5 earned runs, guys. My fear with 2.5 is that he may get shelled so early that they pull him out before he can realize 3 earned runs or a couple errors. Bunch of nonsense, but under pitching out seems okay. This video is so late, but it's because, guys, I am coding round the clock to get this done. It's not easy. I keep saying this every video, guys, but I'm a one-man band. Please have patience and grace for your boy. Smash that like button. But you got Birdsong right here. You get 2.25x with any random square. If you take the full amount and you want to gamble at 2.5, you can. It's 58%. I personally like 65% or more for the full line, but if I tease it down to 1.5, I know it's going to go up to 65%. I think that's fine at 2.25x. I like him to go over today. Another one I kind of talked about it is deGrom. My issue with deGrom is this. I kind of want to take deGrom under fantasy but over outs, but I think if he gets 18 outs, he's going to go over his fantasy. You know what I'm saying? My problem with deGrom is this. The Orioles bats are red hot. I took them yesterday to shell. They did. I cashed Holiday. I cashed Laureano. And I cashed the earned runs on Corbin. So that's kind of tough. But I do like this play for deGrom at 17.5. I'm not going to take it with this. I'm not going to add another leg just to get 3x. That's not optimal. I'm going with Birdsong. If he sells, he sells. Okay? There's a couple other ones that I like, but I did want to get him out there. And then for hitters today that I'm going to talk about on this this YouTube video? Well, they canceled the game that I like the hitters for, so that's unfortunate. But we know now Caitlin Clark is out, so let's look at Lexi Hull real quick. You can see she's projected for 4.5 rebounds. I've been on this train. I like it. And Miss Boston, 14 points, 9 rebounds. I'm going to have to go there. Obviously, Collier's a taco. I liked her before at 21.5 or 19.5, the Goblin. Going to go right back to it. And then I think you can take either Lexi Hull. I don't want to take 4.5. I think that's asking for 5 is greed. 3.5 though, I think is crispy. That should pay 2.25x. It does. So you could go there. And then Boston, where is she? Boston, 8.5 rebounds. She's projected for 9. You could go right there. Plus, she's coming off of a mid game. I think you could take over 8.5 and hopefully she deals. That would be the 2 WNBA plays that I like. Not gung-ho on the WNBA today, especially without Clark being in the mix. But for the hitters, they canceled the games that I liked, which I already had them in. So now I'm kind of operating on the fly without a compass here. I haven't got to run any others than the ones I ran earlier, and they canceled those games. So I guess I'll give you another picture. We will go over hitters today on the live stream. And if you want to be a part of that live stream, it's hosted on the Discord. You go to CaptainCrush.net, watch this little video. It explains my models. You'll get access to my slips. You'll get access to the live streams, my daily prop list, all my data projection models. It's $24.99 a month. It's a great price. You can sign up with ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog. Get access today. 30 days free if you sign up with a partner, or you can join direct, 25 a month. And I also have the summer special, 3 months for 60. This will take you to the dance. Like what you see with crushed bats, you're going to love this. I promise you, it's a good tool. It's not just a research tool. It shows you the Vegas odds and it shows you the matchup analysis, their last 5, their last 10, a trend tool so you can watch the graphs, but it also gives you an actual projection, okay? Over 10,000 simulations where I handcrafted this data model, 50 different data points. It's not going to be right every day because there's still the gambling aspect, but I live by this. It's a great tool. Ask anyone in the Discord. It's right more often than not because I coded it correctly. 50 different data points, guys. I love this. And I have the hitter side coming soon, which gives you the home run percentage, RBI, what their hit percentage, all of that, everything for you just like this. They're going to work hand in glove. And I got football coming too, man. And it's going to be elite. Let me cook. I'm cooking it. I promise you. In my head, I cannot wait. Soon as I'm done with it, I'm taking a celebratory trip down to Florida to meet my parents and hang out for a week. Trust. Because I'm tired of this. But you also get my write-ups that look just like this each and every day sent right to your phone. Now, today, my write-ups, I didn't really go into detail. I just dropped the plays because I've just been coding and I had meetings today. But look, Logan Webb, Cash, gave you why to take it the risk. Jacob Lopez, chalk him. Garrett Crochet, we talked about him on YouTube. Cash him. Look at all this data I give with it, a full analysis. George Kirby, I couldn't find his outs on PrizePicks at the time, so that is why I took this, but he was on Sleeper. Cash under outs and cash under 5.5 strikeouts on ParlayPlay. And Zach Wheeler, of course, cash. And then for the hitters, we cashed our hitters yesterday too, which was McCutchen, J-Rod, Bobby Witt, Laureano, Holiday, etc. You'll get these sent to your phone every day. So lock in, guys. Now let's go over to ParlayPlay real quick and see what they got. Oh, they got Skenes at 5.5 boosted, but he is a taco. They got deGrom at 6.5. I don't think deGrom at 6.5 is bad if you want to gamble. Mr. Devers, he's banned permanently. I don't want to see him. Yoshi at 5.5, that's fine. Gut call. Okay. Model's not in love with him, but 5.5 gut call since it's a payout boost. I think that is fine. Another one for deGrom, under 4.5 hits allowed. They don't have that on PrizePicks because of course they don't. So let's go look at deGrom hits allowed, 4.5 under. Now crushed bats never ever likes deGrom strikeouts. I've told you guys this at all because there's no 2024 data for him, and the way I have the blending, he didn't have a lot of pitches in 2023 or 2024. Okay, so the way my model works is it's heavy on those historical numbers, and if it's only going to give him from the recent starts, it's just not going to like it. So, however, the rest of his stats will be fine. Under 4.5 hits allowed for deGrom, I think that's good. But, like I said, these bats have been red hot. So, you either take under 4.5 hits and gamble, or you can take over 17.5 outs. It literally pays the same. It's fine with me. Hopefully the Orioles cool down. Hopefully deGrom keeps them in check, but I'm not going to anchor deGrom. It's Yoshi. It's Skenes. It's Birdsong. Earned runs. They don't have earned runs on ParlayPlay, unfortunately, so what are we going to do? Probably not making a ParlayPlay lineup today, man. Look at this. 14 and a half out. If you want to gamble, look at the payout on this. 2.14 if you don't think he goes 5 innings, you could take less on this and it's going to pay you handsomely. If you paired it with Skenes, it'd pay you 3.25x, but that's Skenes at 5.5. Guys, I know it's not a great video today. I'm not really giving you too much information. I hope you just take the taco method today, guys. That is going to be the key to the slate. If the tacos sweep, you're going to get paid double ups on all your thing. I like Hayden Birdsong to go over 1.5 earned runs, deGrom under 4.5 hits, or over 17.5 pitching outs. Use the models that I provide if you're in the Discord. Be attentive in the live stream later today. And guys, say a prayer, 1, for California that they don't ban DFS, and 2, that your boy Crush can get this stuff coded and done and into your hands, because I'm tired of it, man. I want version 2 out for you guys, and I keep running into bugs because I'm okay when it comes to this stuff, but I'm not like a savant when it comes to lines of code and stuff. So I do appreciate your patience, and I do appreciate you tuning in. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.